Welcome to week 2 of Scout on the Town. I'm Scott Kennedy, Director of Scouting for Scout.com. We're in Orlando, Florida. What we're going to do, if this is your first time watching, we're going to walk you through the trip I just made. Got in town into South Florida on Thursday. Friday we went over to Pahokee for 3 commitments. Friday evening we went down for the Miami Sports Kickoff Classic presented by Nike for 3 top games, including Booker T. Washington taking on Hamilton, Arizona. Then Saturday afternoon we had Pahokee against Olive Branch. Then Saturday evening we had Long Beach Poly out of California take on Miami Northwestern, the defending champion Bulls. And we're going to walk through every single game and through the whole trip. In week 2 of Scout on the Town, we're starting in Pahokee, Florida. Already kicked off to a good start. I started off in at Glade Central just down the road, where Rontavious Wooten surprised everybody around here by choosing LSU over Georgia. Headed over to Pahokee, just 10 miles down the road, and Brandon Hawthorne and Vincent Smith both committed to the Michigan Wolverines, so a nice pull for Michigan, as Coach Rodriguez has seemed to set up camp in Pahokee, which isn't a bad place to be with as much speed as they have down here. So sit back and stay tuned. We got a lot of football coming at you again this weekend.
Number 34, Johnson. Hamilton High School, 37. With the score. With the score. The completion was...
The game of the year, yes, I'm saying that, the game of the year has already happened in August, was Olive Branch, Mississippi coming back and beating Pahokee. We had everything in this game. We had big name players like Nukeith Richardson of Pahokee committed to Florida. Running back Vincent Smith of Pahokee committed to Michigan. Linebacker Brandon Hawthorne of Pahokee committed to Michigan. Rod Woodson, safety running back, committed to Alabama. Had miraculous plays, like the double immaculate reception that went for a touchdown. We had a huge comeback as Pahokee was up 47-20 over Olive Branch in the 4th quarter. We had controversial plays as Pahokee maybe came in and scored the winning touchdown that was ruled out of bounds. We'll take a good look at that here in a moment. The Blue Devils get off to a strong start behind now running of Vincent Smith. He makes a cut back and heads down the sideline before being chased down by Rod Woodson of Olive Branch. Olive Branch answers on what has to be considered the play of the year. Bounces once, twice, gone. Once, twice, gone. And one more time for good measure. Any old school football fans might recognize that as the double immaculate reception. Pahokee ended up building up a 21-20 halftime lead, and the 3rd quarter became the Nukeith Richardson show, as Richardson opened up with a scrambling flip touchdown, and he also beat the Olive Branch Conquistadors with his arm. All seemed to be in hand as the Blue Devils built up a 47-20 lead, but that wasn't it. The Conquistadors started chipping away with a bootleg for a touchdown. A swing pass to Rod Woodson for another touchdown, and all of a sudden, Olive Branch is just down 2 scores. A kickoff deep, and a fumble. Olive Branch is quickly back in the end zone, only down 1 score. For some reason on 3rd down, Pahokee decides to pass the ball, and it's intercepted by Olive Branch, who returns it in deep into scoring position. Olive Branch runs a bootleg that fools me as the cameraman and walks into the end zone for the lead, a 48-47 lead, which seemed incomprehensible at the time. But the game wasn't over. There was a minute and a half left on the field. New Keith Richardson brought the team into scoring position with sweeps, and their last best shot at the end zone was a go route to the back of the end zone. But it was ruled incomplete. Controversial, incomplete. But let's take another look at this play. When is a catch actually a catch? Richardson drops back and makes a throw. Now let's stop it. Right there is the frame that Pahokee fans are going to hang their hats on and believe that that was a catch. His ball's in his arms, left foot down. But if you step forward a frame, you're going to see he's still securing the ball and his left foot has already come up. He's still pulling the ball into his body. One more frame, his ball's still moving in there, left foot clearly up, right foot headed down. Another frame, still pulling the ball in. Now is when you could say he caught the ball. Maybe not even yet. Right foot clearly out of bounds. Let's watch full speed. Right call. Absolutely the right call by the official. That was the Pahokee's last best chance to score. Olive Branch stopped New Keith Richardson on a sweep, sacked him on 4th down as time ran out, and a huge celebration ensued. So all in all, it was another terrific weekend of football in the Sunshine State. I want to thank the Miami-Dade Sports Council and Nike for putting on a terrific event down in Miami. Also want to thank Hurricane Gustav for steering clear of us and letting us get in a full weekend of football. It was a little windy, but it could have been a heck of a lot worse down here. So stay tuned for next week as we head back to California, as California kicks off a full slate of games starting Wednesday night, a nationally televised game with Scout.com's #1 player in the country, Matt Barkley's Mater Dei team, taking on Carson. And a full slate of games starting next weekend as we bring you more from Scout on the Town.